My name's Jeremy Krausz. I work for a company called iDAD. My role ultimately is Global Head of Funds and Partnerships. Really, it's just a fancy way of saying I lead fund distribution internationally for iDAD. We're at the FEIFA Conference in London. Been here many a times, and it's always great to see so many familiar faces in the room. It's one of those things that a lot of work goes into actually putting together those slides and the content and the transitions, and it's not often that at the end of a presentation, because I've done a couple of these in my time, you get such positive feedback. I've had about 10 people come up on the back of it and say, you know what, you hit the nail on the head. That was a really good presentation. Thanks so much. But we weren't really doing anything revolutionary today. Ultimately, what we're doing is taking a very well-known strategy that sells 4 or 5 billion a year in the UK and a couple countries in Europe. Pool of assets of about 65 billion, you may know it as the Proof Fund. Effectively just launching a strategy under iDAD as a brand called WealthGuard that effectively just buys an insurance policy that tracks the Proof Fund. And so at the beginning of the presentation, I basically just said, hey, by a show of hands, how many people have heard of the Proof Fund? And I'd say about 85% of the audience, they know. And so I could have not done the presentation and they probably would have understood what we're doing. So iDAD as a business has been around for about 2 decades. Started by a guy named Clive Moore, and predominantly known very well in the international space, also the UK, for structured products. And so we've got relationships. We probably have about 9 or 10 salespeople dotted around the world that we've got offices in South Africa. We've got a guy that I was just on a tour around Asia with. He lives in Thailand. I was with him for 2 weeks. Got people that are traveling around the Middle East and Latin America and so forth. And the benefit of kind of joining iDAD about 6 months ago, I joined, is essentially we've got distribution presence in place through structured products. And now we're bringing something that's new, but not so new, just under a different guise to people on a wider scale in the international space. I think it's extremely important, to be honest, as a provider. Obviously you get everybody in the same place and you get everybody's attention for your 20-minute slot. But I think it's also important for the advisors to get together. They're ultimately doing the same thing. Yes, they're competing against each other, but sharing ideas back and forth and saying, hey, who are you using? Who are you talking to? What's new in the market? And so what's really nice and refreshing is to come to an event to say, hey, look, guys, we're bringing something that you already know, just under a different guise. And so it's really great to see everybody. And I think it's good for the industry to have organizations like FIFA. There's lots around the world, but I've been working with FIFA for the past, 3-4 years. And I'd say the cohort of individuals is really engaging, and it's quite nice to participate in.